Hello. I am so excited and honored to be here with you guys. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Career Conference. There I was, 2002. It was March. It was my very first ever Mary Kay event. I pulled in to the convention center parking lot in Charlotte, North Carolina. It had been a beautiful 3-hour drive in my little T-top Camaro sports car. I was 21 years old. And just 3 weeks before that day, I called my sales director. And the conversation went a little like this. Hey, Anita Conley, who is now National Sales Director, Anita Conley. It's Holly Thompson from Walhalla, South Carolina, the college student. I know I signed up for Mary Kay a year ago, and I've only ordered 2 times. I never did that kickoff party thing that we talked about or ordered inventory. I never did open that Applause magazine, but I was kind of thinking about this Mary Kay thing, and I really just kind of wanted to see what it was all about. I'm sure she unknowingly rolled her eyes and thought, really? You didn't do anything on the checklist a year ago. You told me you had all these pageant commitments, but when they were all over, I thought you'd be long gone. And I'll be doggone, you called me a year later and you told me you would. So, I'm sure she was wondering, what is this chick's deal? But she said, well, if you want to see what Mary Kay is all about, you need to register and attend Career Conference. So being my little Southern self, I said, yes, ma'am. I pulled into the parking lot on that beautiful March afternoon, and to my amazement, I parked right beside a pink Cadillac. I did. It was real. It was a real pink Cadillac. I got out of my car in my perfectly tailored magenta pink suit from the Miss South Carolina pageant. Y'all, it was a little over the top, okay? But she said, come professional. And honestly, I felt 10 feet tall in that suit. I opened the door and I walked in feeling like I was on top of the world. And then, oh boy, my confidence started to wane. I was unsure where my group was. I didn't even know what any of them looked like. I just walked and I prayed that somebody would find me. After all, there's hundreds of women and they're all wearing 4 colors. They were wearing black, white, red, and slate gray. Seriously, I was the highlighter in the Sharpie box. I stuck out like a sore thumb. Thank goodness they found me. I sat beside our unit of 4 red jackets, Amy, Carolyn, Tamika, and my friend Edna, right there in my pink suit. I am a good student, y'all. I could have totally found a red coat at the mall to wear so I could look like all these people. But as the night unfolded, I quickly understood what was really unfolding before my very eyes. You see, I sat there in amazement. The stories, the paychecks, the recognition, the top 10 directors, and the trips around the world. I literally wanted to jump out of my own skin. So walking into Mary Kay, I was super, super duper high personality. Just like, girls just want to have fun, right? That was my life mantra. I seriously was blown away that my dream career of being a school teacher forever and living paycheck to paycheck had just hit maybe the pause button. You see, my roots are very blue collar. Work your butt off to have nice things, but you'll always know when the bills are due. You'll always have more month than money. You'll feel rich on payday and broke waiting till the next. You'll live a moderate middle class American life. The starter home becomes your forever home. We'd have the average 2.2 children, the white picket fence, a little lab puppy, just to set the scenery of my expectations of my own life. It was my vision. It was all I had ever dreamed about, because as a small town America girl, you don't know what you don't know. There's a country song, and it says you can't outrun your roots. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you today, you can outrun your roots. You see, I drove to Charlotte North Carolina, in Mary Kay. And that day, Mary Kay got in to me. I drove home that night. I was excited. I couldn't wait to tell my parents, my boyfriend, about my new discovery. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, he told me Mary Kay was the dumbest idea I ever had. I already had no time. Why did I think selling a makeup was a good idea? But I signed anyway because, well, I just wanted to. And, well, just 10 years after that, not so dumbest idea I ever had. We were standing on our balcony overlooking the Mediterranean on a 5-star celebrity private tour Nsd's only cruise to Greece and Turkey. And with big old tears streaming down his face, my sweet husband now, Matt Lowe, said, "Baby, I'm so glad you didn't listen to me. Thank you, Mary Kay." So back to my story. I drove home from Charlotte in absolute silence. You guys, I'm a processor, okay? And I had to I needed some quiet to quiet this 90-mile-an-hour thing going on in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just needed a minute, okay? I'm like, whoo, I had to figure out what was happening here and really process, like, what was really going on, because my life was about to change forever. And I could feel it in my soul. So back to my story, okay? All right, here we go. I needed the 90-mile-an-hour wind flowing through my hair and brain to focus. The trajectory of my life plan had just been smashed. And my whole new world was opened. A whole new reality that really could be mine. Well, I did what every I personality does after an event. I busted into the house and I'm like, "Mom, Dad, oh my gosh." So I'm earning a car. I'm totally becoming a sales director. It was amazing and wonderful. And y'all, these women earn like millions of dollars, and they take their husbands on trips around the world, and they drive pink Cadillacs. They were real, like, for real. I parked by a pink Cadillac. Like, they're for real. And like, they don't take it away from you. And like, when you get to the dealership, you don't pay any money. Like, you really for real drive it off the lot. Like, seriously, I parked by one. I'm so excited. They have real cars. They have real diamonds, like lots of diamonds, mama. Deep breath. And she and my daddy, they never told me there was anything I couldn't do, okay? But they raised their eyebrows. And with that big Southern grin, all I got was, "Okay." I know they thought I was crazy. But just 12 weeks later, after that event, I had earned my first company car. 12 weeks after that, I had debuted as a sales director. The start of my junior year in college. How did I go from knowing nothing, never having held an appointment, and walking into this room, this event, this arena? You see, no exterior things had changed. My profile box was still empty. My customer base was non-existent. My booking skills were zero. I didn't know how to hold a team building appointment, how to do a facial or a party, but I was excited and I was passionate and I had enthusiasm. The last 4 letters, IASM. I am sold myself, right? So how did I go from zero to hero? You guys, I'm a great student. I was willing to ask questions the minute I walked out the door, what to do next. I'm a number 2, I'm an implementer. Once my mentor told me what to do, I did not overcomplicate. I didn't overanalyze. I didn't question her intentions. I just did what the girl told me to do. Number 3, I ordered a full store product. She told me if I was serious about earning a car and moving into leadership, I needed a full store of product. So I got one. I did what my mentor told me to do. I was 21 years old. I had no established credit. I applied for a bank loan. Denied. I applied for the Mary Kay visa. Denied. But I had college credit cards as a student. I upped the limit on 2 cards, and voila, I was able to order my product. Number 4, I went out and found what I was missing. I needed to know how to do an interview. So I found a cassette tape. Don't laugh. Yes, I put a cassette tape. It's a little thing that looks like this with two holes, and it reels across, and then you have to rewind all the way back. And I put that in my Walkman every day when I would exercise. I studied every spare second I had, the people who are where I wanted to be. I studied. I practiced in front of the mirror. I made flashcards. I learned from Mary Kay people. Mary Kay people, like the people who were doing what I needed to learn how to do. That's who I learned from. That's who my teachers were. I wasn't seeking help from people who had never held a party. Number 5, I was very inconvenienced. I went to my mentor to watch her work. I drove 3 hours and watched her hold a party. I didn't expect her to drop her life and pause her business to come and train me. I wanted this. And you guys, when we want something, we will find a way and figure out how to make it happen. Number 6, I learned the numbers. She explained the numbers of how many people and how many women I needed to share the opportunity with, how many women I needed to put product on their faces, how many parties to book, and guess what? At the end of April, my very first month of doing anything Mary Kay ever in my life, I had 6 new team members, and my team did over $8,000 in wholesale production. My very first love check was over $885. How do you think my enthusiasm factor was going by that point? Pretty good, right? So let's recap. If you have ever opened an applause magazine, you're further along than I was. If you've ever held an appointment, you're further along than I was. You guys, my mantra in life, and it's a Holli Lowe, when your head, your heart, and your guts align, you are truly unstoppable. Make up your mind. Make a new decision and be willing to put action behind the dream. Faces really do take you places. Was I scared? Oh, heck yeah, I was scared, but I did it anyway. Did I want to talk to strangers at the local Walmart because that's the only store we had? No, but I did it anyway. Did I want to quit when I felt like I didn't fit the mold of how these amazing, smart, talented women were? Yes. I wanted to run and hide and go back to school and be a teacher and just live that middle class, blue collar American life. But I didn't quit when I was terrified that I would never fit the mold. Did I get frustrated when my best friends didn't return my phone calls? Yep, but I persisted. Did I get nervous and feel like the phone weighed 1,000 pounds? Yes. But here's what I chose to do. You see, I lived in the what if. What if she was the next superstar on my team? What if she had prayed for me and what I had to offer today? What if I don't call her and someone else has the courage to call her tomorrow and she walks in on my meeting night on someone else's arms? Could I just find 5 seconds of courage? Could I? You guys, this small town America girl could find 5 seconds of courage day in and day out, minute by minute, hour by hour, and day by day. Little steps of courage are what take you to the top in this company. This business has changed my life. It has taken me from a place where I never could dream. I never dreamed of having passports for my little boys. I had never been out of the country. My parents had never been on an airplane till I became an Nsd, and they stood on stage with me, and they were so proud because they were watching their baby girl live her dream. My dream is to see you guys live your dream. As national sales directors, we so want you to live your greatest joy, your big girl dreams. What if you could have 5 seconds of courage just to say, excuse me, can I interrupt you for a minute? Or you could dial the phone number and just click send. If I could have 5 seconds of courage, you can too. You guys, God bless and happy career conference.